Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Cast and Chill. We're here in... where are we? The Fawnmere Lake, that's right. Gonna fire up the old engine here. Are we stuck? Let me out. Nope. There we go. My guy was just like staring at the dock for some reason. Let's go to the far end of the lake today. So I've been talking with people on my Discord. Oh, it's a little island. And just my friends in general. And I was like, what would you like to see in this kind of series? And they were like, tell us stories or weird adages. And I was like, I can do that. I'm full of weird stories. Today, oh, Cliff. Today, I thought it would be kind of fun if I talk about fishing stories. I know I kind of did that in the first couple of episodes. I'm gonna get a fish right now. Nope. Nope. But I have some other fishing stories / fishing yarns to discuss. Oh, into the boat. 1 pound Cisco. Let's get a little bit away from the cliff here. All right, now let's switch up our rod to the Maple Scout. And let's try the big crankbait out. Oh, well, we have the spoon bait and the wacky worm. Let's try the heavy spoon bait. It's a large fish. So I mentioned before that I'm not really much of a fisherman. And a lot of that has to do with my lack of patience. But part of that... oh, he's interested. Part of that is I also like fishing, the act of catching the fish and reeling it in and all that fun stuff. That's actually really exciting and kind of a fun time. What do you do with the fish once you catch it? I know, like, I know the science behind it. Okay, these fish are not interested in the large crankbait. What about, or the large spoon bait? What about the small spoon bait? I know the science behind what you do with a fish once you get it. You're supposed to take it off the hook. You're supposed to... ooh! You're supposed to, you know, de-hook it, put it in your bucket, take it home, fillet it up, and eat it. But, like, once you got it, you know, the ideal situation, you've hooked the fish, you reel it in, you catch it in your net. Now what do? That intimidates the hell out of me. I've only done it like twice, and both times I was very young, and I had somebody helping me the whole time. So these fish are like sort of interested, but not fully invested in the small spoon bait either. What if we try our wacky worm here? Whoop whoop. So yeah, I had people helping me the whole time. And, ooh, they're into the wacky worm. Maybe. Come on, guy. Come back. Take the bait. Please? Oh. Why are these fish not interested in the bait I have? Perhaps I have the wrong bait. But yeah, like, I feel like you need, like, gloves... and trying to get it off the hook like it's gonna flap around. I also don't want to hurt the fish. Like, hurting the fish isn't high on my priority list. So I'd want to get it off the hook like in as equitable a fashion as possible. But also I don't want to get injured myself either. We tried the crankbait? I don't know if we tried the crankbait yet. I'm just going through my whole tackle box here, trying to get the fish to bite. All right, sir. Show me what you got. Nothing. Oh, man, I'm striking out on the fishing today. Yeah, I feel like I need, like, big gloves. And, because, like, the spines on some fish are pretty nasty. You can get some pretty gnarly injuries. In fact, like, some of the worst, not real, like, worst injuries I've ever seen in real life, but some pretty gnarly injuries that I've witnessed in real life came from fishing. Once my friend's dad, when we were fishing, this was like one of the times I caught a fish. My friend's dad was pulling a fairly large fish off his own bait, and well, these aren't working. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because of my rod? Are they scared of the massive rod? Oh, this one doesn't even go down. Oh, it's because the line is too short. Okay. Well, this is weird, because I was catching fish before. Maybe we just need to move to a different part of the lake. But yeah, he tried to take the fish off the line, and it you know, shook real hard, and it like stabbed him and cut his hand like a pretty nasty gash. He had to have like 3 or 4 stitches. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was pretty gnarly, and we had to cut the fishing trip short. I felt bad for him. He was like, ah. And then, of course, you always hear about the, oh, special fish. We should try to catch that guy. You guys are not interested in any of the bait I have. It's very confusing. You don't like the wacky worm. All right, let's try to catch this red fish over here. I don't know what you are. Just like by the island is where this fish belongs. What do we got? Bobber. You like the bobber? Come on. Please? Oh! Exciting. We're gonna get another fish, maybe. Maybe not. Oh, they're thinking about it. It's the bigger of these fish, too, which I'm kind of excited about. Oh, come on. Try a different lure. But they are interested. Or at least they're acting interested. So back to the fishing stories. Another of the worst injuries I've ever seen, and this one was way worse. Once we were on a snorkeling excursion in the Caribbean, and the guys running the excursion were just like local dudes. And they were great dudes. But when they were taking us out to the snorkel site, one of the things that they were doing was they had these like deep sea fishing lines running behind us, and they got like 2 or 3 bites of these really, really big ocean fish. Like they were like reeling them in for like 20 minutes. I kid you not. It was actually very entertaining watching them haul in these fish while we were just sailing out to wherever we were snorkeling. I'm a huge fan of snorkeling, by the way. I don't know if I'd ever be able to scuba dive, because I'm kind of terrified of being like inside small spaces. And if I was inside something while scuba diving, I think I might just freak out. So I don't want to mess with that in my life. But anyway, I love snorkeling. But so as these guys were reeling in these big fish, one of them hauled the fish onto the boat, and like I said, it was like a 2 to 3 foot like ocean fish. I don't even know what it exactly was, but it had these massive fins on the back, and as they hauled it in, they kind of dropped it into the bottom of the boat, because they were at the back of the boat fishing off the back. And the fish fell down, and then it just started thrashing around, because obviously it doesn't like what's happening to it. And the fish caught one of the guys like in the calf, or like the shin, and the spines. I didn't see it at the time. I just saw him just kind of like shout. He's like, whoa. And I thought it was because the fish was like waving around like crazy. Turns out that he got like this horrible, horrible cut, because later I saw him with like this makeshift bandage around his leg, and it was bleeding like profusely. And we actually had to stop at this little village on an island near where we were snorkeling, and he hopped off to go see like the local doctor. Like we didn't even stop the boat. We just kind of like sailed close to it, and then he hopped off and just ran into town, and it was like, oh yeah, he'll go see the doctor in their like great Caribbean accent. And they're like, he'll be fine. And I was like, I'll trust you, man. So that was very fun. Good times. Good times were had by everyone. Medium large, medium small. Let's try the spoon bait again. Maybe on this side of the lake. This is where we were catching fish before. Maybe it's different fish on the left side of the island here. They do look different. Come on. What are you? Oh. Come on, take the bait, please. I've been here for a very long time. Pretty please? Anytime. What about this school of fish? No? I don't even know what you guys are. Come on, fish. You guys are not interested in the, I don't even know what I have, the small spoon bait. So maybe we try the crankbait. We're just rolling through my, I'm not doing a very good job of fishing today while I'm talking about all these fishing stories. So yeah, that's why fishing is like intimidating. You can get injured. Have you ever heard the story about like, there was like a fishing expedition off the coast of Australia or something. It was like deep sea fishing. They were looking for like sailfins and like swordfish and stuff. Well, they caught a swordfish, and the guys were like hauling it out of the water onto the boat. And I don't know if it was the swordfish jumped onto the boat or just like thrashed around while they were bringing it in. But there was a woman on board, and she got stabbed through the chest with all of my stories, I'm realizing, are very graphic. She got stabbed through the chest by the fish's sword nose. And the only reason, the doctors said, the only reason she survived is that it punctured her breast implant, and that like not cauterized it, but like plugged the wound so she didn't bleed out. It's like, geez, fishing's terrifying. Just take me to the sushi restaurant. I'll eat the sushi. I don't need to do the hauling. I understand there's like, you know, an element of, you know, you did really well. You did this yourself. You brought that fish in. That's cool, and you get to eat it. That's kind of fun. I like that idea. It's just I don't. Oh, you tricked me, you sneaky fish. I just don't know if I'm that guy. Come on, somebody take the wacky worm, please. Oh, this fish is very into the wacky worm. There it is. Hauling it into the boat. Was it a perch? Trophy weight yellow perch. It's a 3-pound, almost a 4-pound fish, guys. That's awesome. All right, we're catching our weight in gold here of the yellow perch. Oh, dang. Oh, already. Into the boat. All right, that one's only oh, that was a 2-pounder. How come the other one was a trophy weight and it was smaller? Oh, no, it was a 3-pound fish. What am I talking about? Use a smaller rod if your target fish is spooked. I don't care about the Cisco. I'm after the yellow perch right here. There we go. These guys are easy. As soon as they bite, they're in the dang boat. No problem. All right, let's get one more yellow perch here, and then we swing back over. Maybe we see if there's like a bait the northern pike likes. I know there's northerns in this pond. I don't know what that fish down at the bottom likes. That one just kind of sailed on by a couple times. These little fish might be intimidated by the massive rod I have. Maybe we just grab a Cisco. Little guppy. The lure is too big for your rod. Good to know. So yeah, fishing's dangerous. But I do, you know, adjacent to that, I mentioned it, is I do really like snorkeling. Snorkeling is like, the few times I've gone snorkeling, it's been some of the most fun I've had in the ocean. And I love the ocean. The ocean is great. Which is kind of funny, because I live in Minnesota, and I'm very far from the ocean. I'm almost as far from the ocean as you can be in North America. I think the geographic center of North America is like in North Dakota, so I'm quite close to there. But I do love the ocean. What's up, Rusty? Now that's what I call a comeback. You don't say. Medium blade bait. Have I even seen a rainbow trout? Spinner bait, tiger trout, rainbow trout again. Where the heck would I even find a rainbow trout? Hold on. Do I have an almanac? Tiger. Oh, that is the tiger trout. Okay. Yellow perch we've caught. The rainbow trout. The blade bait. Okay. The northern pike, also blade bait. Interesting. And then the Cisco is the bobber. Okay, so I've been using like the wrong... I've been using the wrong bait for sure. Bobber, crankbait, bobber. Okay. I like the guitar or banjo in the background there. Whoops, I did not mean to leave the store. All right, hit me up with the blade bait, medium. Let's hold off on the large one for now until I figure out what the heck I'm even doing. And then the spinner bait for the tiger trout here. There we go. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Let me leave. I guess I had to click on the arrow. But yeah, snorkeling's fun. I love snorkeling. I think it's the thing that's most intimidating about swimming around in the ocean, whether with snorkels or otherwise. All right, let's see if we can't catch these tiger guys. What do we got here? The spinner bait. Is that it's just so open. And I feel like humans are definitely not meant for the ocean. Like, we don't swim particularly well. Dude, this thing is strong. Holy cow. Get back here. Jeez. He just took the bait and just left. All right, get one of these other tigers. Come on. There's a bunch of you. Hey, into the boat with you. Holy God. I have no control over taking this guy into the boat or not. Just none. When I reel, he does not come towards the boat at all. Oh, I got a little guy. All right, he voluntarily jumped into my boat. What rod are... Oh, it's the little guppy. No wonder. No wonder I can't pull these fish in. They're too strong for me, traveler. But yeah, humans are not meant to be in the ocean. Not in that capacity, anyway. Oh, there we go. Now we're fighting on equal terms. There we go. Now I just needed the right rod. It's a bit of a smaller fish than the sun perch. I'm gonna haul in a load of these tiger trout here. Trout is a delicious fish, by the way. I don't know if I've ever had a tiger trout, but I've definitely had rainbow trout. And those are a delicious fish. They're kind of picky about their environment. They really like cool, clear water. Don't. Ah. You could have like made it a little bit of an event. This way. Yeah, come back to the boat. Oh, come on. Oh, it was so close. I knew I was pushing it, though, when he jumped and I kept reeling, even though he was right next to the boat. Yeah, these fish are tough. There's a bit of an element of them wanting to get caught that you need to exploit in order to catch some of the bigger guys. I could definitely upgrade the reel or the rod tension, or the line tension strength, I guess. Probably would help me out a bit. Whoop. I got a nibbler. He's done it. He's making a run for it. Haul him in. Come on. Come up. Into the boat. Yes. Gotta make use of those acrobatic jumps they like to do. But yeah, do you guys have any fun fishing stories? I don't know if you guys are fishermen or women, but I'd love to hear your stories. Favorite catches, biggest fish caught, biggest one that got away. I actually have a good story about, like, that fish literally just, oh, I thought I had caught it. I think I stopped reeling. That fish confused the hell out of me. Now I caught him. Okay. He literally tried to sacrifice himself, and I just, like, gave it back to the ocean. I have a good story about the biggest fish I caught. I didn't get it out of the water, is the thing. So it also is the biggest fish that got away. Oh, I realized, well, you know, we're heading back. I realized I didn't have a full boat. For some reason, I thought I had already caught 5 fish. All right, they're a respectable fish. It's a lot of money, actually. Let's upgrade the line on our thing. A rod here. Not the little guppy. Let's go down here. Yeah, let's boost the tension here, because I want to try to go after those northerns down below. I like the middle rod. It's a good rod. There we go. So we were fishing, like, really far up north. There's a small town in northern Minnesota called Ely. And there was a state park up there. I can't remember the name exactly, which one we were up at. I think the northerns are on this side of the lake, or on this side of the island. So we were up at the state park, and one of the things you could do there is the state park had fishing gear that you could rent. Because I don't really own, and I don't own any fishing gear. I think this is too shallow. Let's flip the boat around and cast real far that way. So we rented some of the poles that they had, and they actually had like a full tackle box and stuff that you could borrow, which was nice. But they didn't really have any bait. Like, they had these, like, lures and whatever, but they were just kind of whatever they were. Oh, we got a fish! Hold on, I gotta focus. Big jump into the boat. Is that our first northern? Yeah, that's exciting. So anyway, speaking of northern pike, when we were on the pier, there was I kid you not, it was like a 2 to 3 foot northern pike just kind of hanging out near the dock. You could literally see him just in the water hanging out there. And so me being like the bright guy, I was like, why don't I just kind of like try to tempt this specific fish into biting the line? This is a huge fish, by the way. I have no idea if we can actually catch this guy or not. Come up to the boat. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for a breach. Come back. Come on back. Oh, I thought he was doing it again. He's a teaser. Big jump? Nope. Into the island. A baby jump. He's skimming along the surface like a rock. Jump! Big jump! Into the boat! Don't push it. To the bottom of the lake. He's got to be getting tired. I'm getting tired. Big jump! Skim the lake! Oh, come on. Into the boat! Oh, we did it! Yes! 12 pounds! Wow. So anyway, my own northern pike story. I kept trying to put the bobber in front of him with the lure that we had. I don't even know what it was. He was not interested at all. So we looked around. We were looking for worms really, and we couldn't find any. But we did. Weirdly, we found a slug. After we like pulled open like a piece of bark from a tree that was like a dead tree nearby, and we found this slug. And I was like, why not put a slug on the hook? Why not? So I put the slug on the hook, and the northern all of a sudden was very, very interested in this hook right in front of him. And I just kind of like, you're supposed to kind of tease the line to make it look like your bait's alive and not just like some dead plastic thing or a dead worm on your hook or whatever. And so he went for it and bit, and I caught him on the hook. And then the problem being, new northern, only a 2-pounder. The problem being we didn't have a net or anything or any way to get him out of the water. And he was quite big, and it was probably like 5-pound fishing line. It was meant to pull like bluegills or crappies out of the water, like a tiny, tiny fish. And I had this giant northern on the end of the line, and so we hauled him all the way up to the pier. And my wife like tried to like help me pull it out by the line, and we had him like halfway out of the water. Here's the other thing is neither of us knew what we were doing, and would not have known what to do with this fish even if we had gotten him out of the water. I think probably what we would have done is taken a picture with him and let him go. But he got halfway up, and then he shook real hard and snapped the line and then just took off. And I was like, well, there goes the fish. It's the one that got away. We got 3 northerns. The other it's interesting because not all of them seem all that interested. I wonder if it's because the rod's too big. For the northerns that are down there, they're like intimidated by the rod. I don't know if I even have enough fishing line to get all the way down to them. Doesn't look like it. But we can go after these yellow perch here. Let's switch back to the maple scout. What is the bait that the perch like? Tiger trout. Ah, the wacky worm. Good to know. That's what this middle fish is, right? This guy? I think this is the yellow perch. Are you intimidated by the large rod? Every time I say it, I laugh. All right. Well, they told me it was too big, so let's give him a try. Might have to upgrade the line for this guy if the fish are scared of the other one. Oh, come on. 8-ounce. One more yellow perch, and then we'll call it a day. Pretty successful. We started off real slow, not really having the right bait. to try and catch a fish in this lake. This is more of a big yellow perch, but I think we can haul this one in too. Oh, maybe not. He's a bit of a feisty fish. Come on back. There we go. Nice. 2-pound perch. Cool. Back to the dock. All right. We did really well. I think we'll keep upgrading the rods we have here. Oh, we're up to 200. 232. What's available to us now? You're on fire. No kidding. All right. We need a lot of money to even think about going to Grizzly Ridge River. New boat is even more expensive. Last rod isn't so bad. We could think about trying to get the timberjack here and maybe going after those really large northerns at the bottom of the lake. We would want to grab the large blade bait here and maybe even the heavy. This one says it's for rainbow trout. Are the rainbow trout? Hold on, before I end the episode here. Where were the rainbow trout at? The underwater meadow. In Fawn Mirror Lake. Maybe that's on the other side. So you like the blade bait. Okay, so maybe we'll go after some rainbow trout next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, share your own fishing stories in the comments. That'd be a lot of fun for me. If you guys enjoyed the episode, if you enjoyed me rambling about fishing, please like the video. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Cast and Chill, you want to see the topic I talk about next time while I'm fishing, please do subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.